Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are, everybody. This is LSP here for another day of trading. As you can see, today was not a great day. It was a $698.90 loss today. Definitely two major lessons learned today, and I will go over it in step by step throughout the video what those were and what I learned. That does mean overall I am down $557.33 on 4 trades, biggest loss being today. So as you can see, I tried to execute a position when it was 11 minutes past 10 and 5 seconds, but actually when 22 seconds had passed, I tried to cancel that order, but it would not let me cancel it because it was just about to execute the position. So a couple of seconds later, at 11 minutes past 10 and 31 seconds, so 26 seconds after I initially tried to put in the order, that is when it fulfilled. So by the time I did that, I was already almost over 2.5% down. I did also just have a little look, and I was just waiting. What few things that I missed out on today was when I put it in this order, I forgot to look at the MACD crossover. It was highly overextended, and I just missed that crossover. I bought basically at the peak, and that's something that I definitely should have noticed. With that said, what I should have done when I first noticed that is I got out of the position. What I did was waited. And even when I was 10% down, when I initially said, if I'm at 10% down, that is kind of my cut-off point, and that's when I will cut my losses. Should always stick to my losses is something that I've learned today, because it turned out I ended up 30% down rather than 10%. That is 20% over than what I already wanted to lose. So instead of losing just shy of $200, I actually lost $700 today. Actually a little bit more, because I'll tell you a little bit later on another mistake that I made. So you can actually see here in the top right hand side where the orders are. The moment I hit my hotkey to sell the order, I accidentally pressed it twice. So once I fulfilled the order of selling the position that I was in at 454 shares, I actually pressed it again to actually short the stock, so sell the stock, 216 shares from 316. So obviously shorting it is to get it to go, but you're betting so the stock goes down. Actually in that moment the stock starts to rise again. So I didn't actually realize, and you can see it on the screen in the bottom right hand side, the second window, it says positions. I've actually still got a position open, and I'm still down all the way until the end here, until I realize it actually goes on, because I stopped the recording here, and it goes on for another kind of 2 minutes, and it just kept on going up, and I didn't realize. So I had to buy the stock again to get it out of the position. So that is another mistake, to make sure that the hotkeys, I am making sure that I'm only pressing it once. So the main lessons that I've learned today is to make sure to stick with the 10% loss that I have put in for myself, and to make sure I'm aware of the hotkeys, and to double check on the indicators as well. So those are the major lessons that I have learned today.